Most dog owners are taught to measure love in effort. Better food, longer walks, more toys, more training, more money. But your dog is not ranking your love the way humans do. They are reading something else. Tiny, daily signals. The moments so small, most people don't even realize they're making them. And here's the unsettling part. A lot of loving owners are not failing their dogs. They're just missing the moments that matter most. This isn't a diagnosis, but it can help you tell the difference between normal attachment and behavior that may need support. Because sometimes the biggest change in your dog's emotional world does not come from what you buy. It comes from what your presence feels like. Here are 7 quiet moments your dog is paying attention to every single day. 1. The way you look at them when nothing is happening, not during training, not when you're asking for a sit, not when you're trying to get a cute photo. I mean the completely ordinary moment when your dog looks at you and you don't immediately break it. Soft eye contact is not just cute. For dogs, it can be part of a bonding loop. One of the most fascinating things researchers found is that mutual gaze between dogs and humans appears to trigger the same bonding chemistry in both at once. Not just attention, not just recognition, a shared biological response. That means when your dog looks at you with relaxed eyes, they may be doing more than checking in. They may be strengthening the relationship itself. Most people miss this because they live distracted. They look down, then at their phone, then at the TV, then back at the dog for half a second. To your dog, that feels different from being truly seen. Try this. The next time your dog looks at you calmly, hold the moment for 2 or 3 seconds. Relax your face. Do not stare hard. Do not turn it into a command. Just let your dog feel that you're there. Sometimes trust is built in silence before it is built in action. 2. The exact mix of words and tone you use. People joke about the voice they use with dogs. That soft, animated, almost ridiculous voice. But your dog may be listening more carefully than you think. Dogs do not respond only to excitement. They respond to relevance. Warm tone by itself is not the full magic. Meaning matters too. If your voice sounds affectionate but your words are empty noise, the effect is weaker than most owners assume. But when familiar words, she's positive tone and emotional safety arrive together, your dog pays attention in a completely different way. That is why "Who's my baby?" and "Do you want to go outside?" do not land the same. One is emotional texture. The other is emotional texture plus meaning. Your dog is learning patterns constantly. Your voice becomes a map. So instead of filling the room with nonstop baby talk, make your words count. Use short phrases your dog can actually connect to outcomes. Good girl. Come here. Let's go. You did it. Dinner time. Wait. Find it. And say them like they matter. Because to your dog, they do. A loving tone gets attention. A meaningful tone builds understanding. And the combination helps your dog feel both connected and secure. 3. What your return home feels like. There is a strange piece of advice that still lingers in dog culture. When you come home, stay cold, stay neutral, do not make it a big deal. For some cases, calm structure matters. But in normal daily life, many dogs are not helped by emotional distance. They are helped by emotional predictability. Your return is one of the emotional anchors of their day. Think about it from their perspective. You disappear. Time passes in a way they do not understand. Then suddenly the sound of the keys, the steps, the door, your scent, your face. That reunion matters. And what many dogs seem to need is not chaos, but acknowledgement. Not frantic energy. Not pushing them away. Not pretending they don't exist. Just a warm landing. Say their name. Lower your body a little. Touch them if they want touch. Let the moment resolve instead of shutting it down. For a confident dog, this may simply deepen connection. For a more sensitive dog, it can become a daily signal that separations end safely. That does not mean reinforcing panic. It means giving your dog a reliable emotional rhythm. You leave, you come back, you reconnect. The world makes sense again. Sometimes what calms a dog is not being ignored. It is knowing exactly how love returns. 4. Whether the walk belongs to you or to their nose, humans think of walks as exercise. Dogs often experience them as information. That tree is not just a tree. It is a message board, a timeline, a neighborhood update, a social feed made of scent. And when every walk becomes only pace, direction, correction, and efficiency, the dog may be moving their body without getting what their brain came for. This is where many owners accidentally confuse obedience with fulfillment. A dog can walk beautifully beside you and still come home understimulated. A dog can cover less distance, sniff more, and come home more emotionally satisfied. That difference matters. When dogs are allowed to investigate, choose, pause, and process the environment through scent, the experience becomes mentally rewarding, not just physically tiring. So, build one dog-led segment into your walk. Not the whole walk, just a piece of it. For 5 or 10 minutes, let your dog choose the pace. Let them stop. Let them circle back. Let them read the ground. You are not losing control. You are letting the walk speak your dog's native language. And for anxious, busy, or highly alert dogs, that can change the emotional tone of the entire day. A tired body is useful. A satisfied brain is better. 5. Whether play feels like connection or correction, a lot of owners turn play into a hidden test. Fetch becomes compliance. Tug becomes dominance anxiety. Roughhousing becomes a constant stream of, no, not like that. But for many dogs, play is one of the clearest mirrors of the relationship. Your dog is asking a quiet question during play. Is this safe? Is this shared? Are we having fun together? Or am I being managed again? That is why winning is not the real issue. The emotional atmosphere is. A dog who gets to engage, chase, tug, release, re-engage, and hear warm encouragement during the game often leaves more connected, not less controlled. But a dog who is corrected through every second of play can leave more stressed, even if they technically followed the rules. Play should have shape, yes, but it should also have joy. Let the game breathe. If you play tug, teach clear start and stop cues. Then let your dog feel successful sometimes. If you play fetch, do not turn every return into pressure. If you wrestle lightly, watch for loose movement, re-engagement, and happy recovery. The goal is not to prove authority. The goal is to build emotional fluency, because healthy play teaches something powerful. I can get excited with you and still feel safe with you. That lesson stays longer than people realize. 6. The tiny training window before everyday rewards. Most owners think training needs a full session, 10 minutes, a treat pouch, a plan. But some of the most useful training moments are the ones already built into your day. Before meals. Before opening the door. Before tossing the ball. Before clipping on the leash. These are golden moments because your dog is already motivated. And when you use them well, training stops feeling like homework and starts feeling like communication. Ask for 1 or 2 easy behaviors. A sit, a hand touch, eye contact, a wait, a down. Then mark it clearly. Reward clearly. Move on. 3 minutes is enough. Not because repetition is unimportant, but because consistency beats intensity. There is also something deeper happening here. For many dogs, your approval is not a weak reward. It matters profoundly, especially when it is timely, specific, and emotionally clear. That means praise should not sound vague and automatic. It should sound earned. Instead of repeating good boy 10 times with no timing, try this. Yes. Good. Then reward. Short, clean, predictable. And keep one thing in mind. Training done with fear can leak stress into the rest of the day. Training done with clarity can leak confidence into the rest of the day. Your dog is not just learning a cue. They are learning what it feels like to make sense of your world. 7. The emotional state you bring into the room. This may be the most overlooked one of all. Your dog is not only reading what you do, they are reading what you carry. You can sit beside your dog and still be somewhere else entirely. In your inbox, in the argument from earlier, in tomorrow's problem, in the stress you brought home but never put down. And dogs often notice that before we do. A person can be physically present and emotionally unavailable. Dogs feel the difference. That is why simple presence can be so powerful when it is real. Not performative affection, not distracted petting with your eyes on a screen, not absent-minded contact, real presence. Sit on the floor, sit on the couch, say nothing for a minute. Put the phone away. Let your breathing slow down. Let the room become quiet enough for your dog to trust it. Some dogs will come closer. Some will lie down. Some will simply settle more deeply in your space. And that matters. Because a dog does not always need stimulation. Sometimes they need your nervous system to stop broadcasting noise. If your dog seems clingy, restless, or unable to settle, this does not automatically mean something is wrong. But it may be worth noticing what kind of emotional weather you bring around them every day. Your dog may be living in it. See, that is the hidden layer most people miss. Love is not only in what you give your dog, it is in what your dog has to absorb from you. So if you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. Your dog's bond with you is not built only in the big gestures. It is built in the micro moments, in the gaze you return, in the words you make meaningful, in the warmth of your arrival, in the freedom to sniff, in the joy of play, in the clarity of small training moments, in the emotional energy you bring into the room. None of this requires luxury. None of it requires perfection. And none of it asks you to become a different person overnight. It asks for something more honest than that. Attention, consistency, presence. That is what many dogs are looking for. Not a perfect owner, a readable one. This is Mr. Hidden Mind. And sometimes the deepest things your dog feels are hidden in the moments humans think don't count. If this changed the way you see your everyday life with your dog, stay with the channel. And tell me in the comments, which of these 7 moments do you think your dog notices most?